I'm Kenisha Willis-Holbrook. I am the administrator for Open Doors, and I am so glad we are all here together and get to celebrate. Before we begin the event, I just want to go over some logistics for you guys. Number one, please remain seated during the ceremony. Number two, I've talked to all of you guys at graduation pickup, so I know I can't say don't celebrate when you hear your student's name. So we're going to practice really quick, okay? We're going to do 3-second celebrations, okay? So I say your student's name, Micah Evans. It's 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Okay, so let's try another name. Let's try Curtis LaFau. Okay, so you can be loud, but we're going to be loud and quick. Is that fair? And the reason is we all came to hear our student's name. And we want to make sure the family after ours gets to hear their name just the way we got to hear our student's name. At the end of the ceremony, we are going to ask that you meet your graduate outside. And I know it's raining, and I'm sorry, it always rains on Open Doors graduation. It just does. And it's, you know, it's the weather showering good luck on our graduates. But they will meet you outside. I do want to remind you that the ceremony is a formal event recognizing the completion of your graduates' K-12 education. And this ceremony is held in the long-standing traditions of Clover Park School District. As families, you watched your students' journey to earn their diploma. And you have earned the time that your student is on stage. Every family here has waited years to hear their student's name. Every student deserves a celebration. Every student deserves a ceremony. Your joy is absolutely deserved. Your respect is also deserved. We ask that you honor the work, the perseverance, and the accomplishments of all our graduates. So let's get loud for every name. But first, I would like you all to take your cell phones out and switch the volume to off. Thank you. In just a moment, we will bring out your graduates. Okay, welcome to the 2021 commencement for Clover Park School District Open Doors program. I'm Venetia Willis-Holbrook, proud administrator for Open Doors. At this event, we are reminded that we are interconnected as a community and reminded that we have everyday heroes around us. Before the Pledge of Allegiance, I would like to take a moment of silence to honor our active duty military, our essential workers, and those lost to or fighting COVID-19. Please rise if you are able and join me for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance Thank you. Superintendent Banner reminds us weekly, we are better together. I would like to take a moment to recognize the community who have supported you both directly and indirectly on your journey to graduation. The Clover Park School District Board of Directors, Dr. Marty Schaefer, President, Alyssa Anderson Pearson, Vice President, Carol Jacobs, Anthony Velez, Paul Wagaman. I would like to introduce the dignitaries on stage. Carolyn Watkins, Furwood Oak Ridge Principal, Paul Wagaman, Board Director, Superintendent Ron Banner, Deputy Superintendent Brian Labaugh, and Assistant Superintendent for Secondary Schools, Kevin Ikeda. I would like to recognize the Superintendent's Council in the audience, Leanne Albrecht, Community Relations Director, Megan Eakin, Executive Director of Elementary Education, Greg Hart, Financial Services Director, Lori McStay, Executive Director of Human Resources, Richard Ring, Assistant Superintendent for Business Services. I would like to recognize the Clover Park School District staff at Furwood and Oak Ridge, Pebbles Guerrero, Terry Parks, and I would like to recognize our community partners, Yolanda Lee, Reginald Edgerton, and Todd Dahlstead. Thank you to the administrators, teachers, para-educators, support staff, cafeteria staff, bus drivers, maintenance, and custodial staff who have been a part of your K-12 journey. Most importantly, thank you to the Open Doors staff. This team has shared in the journey your student has taken from high school student to graduate. This year, they have accomplished more than any other year. They have stepped up to your students, for your students, and helped them reach their graduation goals during a pandemic. Finally, thank you to the parents, the families, and the friends of our graduates. We appreciate your trust in us to help your student reach their goal to graduate. We also appreciate the support and encouragement that you have given your student along the way. Graduating from high school in a pandemic is not easy, but working with you as families has been extremely easy, and we are grateful for that. Thank you. We are better together. Each ceremony, Open Doors has a tradition of selecting students as our distinguished graduates. The student selected represents the District 4 pillars of success: collaboration, character, leadership, and lifelong learning. Please welcome Curtis LaFau to the stage. Curtis exemplifies the journey of an Open Doors student. When he started the program, he enjoyed spending his time dancing in the cafeteria. Any lunch, there was no doubt where Curtis was. In the cafeteria, dancing. This carried over to the classroom, the hallways, the backyard, football field. He was always dancing, so much dancing. It's pretty safe to say that Curtis's favorite classes when he started at Open Door were hall and lunch. But he was always pushing others to do better and to be better. He was always looking out for the younger students and asking them to do better and asking them to make good choices. So he was the big brother of the Clover Park students in the cafeteria. And he was the big brother to the football players. Eventually, Curtis learned to take his own advice, and he reached out to staff to help him succeed. His journey wasn't simple. There were some hard days and some tears. Curtis and the staff worked through it together. And Curtis helped us learn about how to best support our students. Curtis has completed 33 classes during his time at Open Doors, and he is enlisted in the United States Army and has an MOS of light wheel vehicle mechanic. I am proud that Curtis is our distinguished graduate, and I am proud of the journey that he has taken as an Open Doors student.
Hello to all of the Covert Park School District faculty, families, friends, and Open Doors graduates. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Curtis, and I am honored to be chosen as the Open Doors Distinguished Graduate. As many of my fellow Open Doors classmates can relate, my path to graduation was filled with twists, turns, and dead-end roads. Before coming to Open Doors, I attended Covert Park High School and attended a semester at Lakes High School, where I received straight A's hanging out with my friends, but not so straight A's in my classes. For my lack of motivation to get my grades up, I was feeling defeated and thought graduating from high school was not achievable. My confidence down, about to start my junior year, my family and I received a phone call from the counselor, and he shared us with information about the Open Doors program and how it could potentially benefit me. With some newfound hope and a small confidence booster, my family and I decided to give Open Doors a shot. I can remember my first day at Open Doors, like it was yesterday. I felt out of place and let most of my bad habits carry on over to the beginning. The biggest turning point for me was the connections I made with my fellow classmates. Realizing that I was not alone. But the most of all, the connections I made with the Open Doors staff. Without their constant support, positive outlook on the future, and personalized attention to my learning style, graduating high school would still be a distant thought. And as I embark onto the next chapter of my life, which is joining the United States Army, I will take with me my self-belief, confidence from all the obstacles that I have overcome and failures I have turned into successes. I want to sincerely thank my family, got a bug in my eye. I want to sincerely thank my family for always being there for me. Thank you, Mom. And Auntie, thank you. My peers for helping me through difficult times, and teachers and counselors for motivating me and keeping me on track. Okay, but most of all, I want to thank myself for not giving up.
Yes. Yes.
To wrap this up, I want to challenge my fellow graduates to pay it forward. When you come across someone that is feeling defeated and reached a dead end, share with them your success story and let them know that they are not alone and that anything is achievable if they believe in themselves.
Yes.
Thank you, Curtis. You did an amazing job. Yeah, you did. You're fantastic. Congratulations, graduates. When it comes to this particular group of graduates, I can pretty safely say on behalf of the staff, y'all made us work hard. So hard. Like really hard. There is not a group of graduates that pushed us to lean in harder or to do more. And for that, we thank you. You have helped us to grow more as a staff in the last 15 months than we've grown over years. You changed us as staff, and you changed the program. Typically, I ask graduates to go out and change the world. With you, I know that you already have. You trusted us. You communicated your needs clearly and honestly. You spoke your mind. You got the superintendent to buy you a microwave. Oh, two, he wanted that clarified. You expected us to do more, and because of that, we are better. Because of you, we're honoring 65 graduates today. When we add your peers that graduated in January, that is 105 graduates for the year from Open Doors. We have done better than any other year because of you. We deeply thank you. You helped us level up. You completed school while you were working, injured, struggling, facing stress, depression, suffering losses, raising your children, helping your families, taking care of your siblings, helping them learn. Asking you to change the world is asking you to be who you already are. So my ask is simple. Level up. You've succeeded, but keep upgrading. Now you're at the threshold where you must decide if you are ready to push for more. Most of you have already begun. Several of you have enlisted. Several of you have enrolled in college. One of you is graduating from college with an associate's degree in September. We have entrepreneurs, real estate professionals. Savannah, seriously, Waterview House, okay, hook me up. We have enlisted military, mechanics, musicians, and more ready to face the world and level up. I'm not going to say there won't be challenges. When you decide to level up, things get more difficult. It is normal to go from confident to unsure when navigating a new level. Pull from your experience at Open Doors, and remember, you have a firm foundation. You know how to persevere. You know how to advocate. You know how to learn. Stay unafraid of discomfort. And remember, Open Doors taught you that there is discomfort in growth, in leveling up. This time, you're more prepared and you're more skilled. Everything has brought you to this point. Remember, pressure can burst a pipe or create a diamond. Don't blow up, level up. Graduates, it's time to graduate your level. Congratulations, Open Doors 2021 graduates. At this time, please welcome Superintendent Ron Van.
Good evening, everyone. My name is Ron Banner, and I am the proud superintendent of the Clover Park School District. And make no mistake, you are all the Clover Park School District. Thank you for all of the work that you have put in. I would like to start my time tonight by acknowledging that the work of the Clover Park School District happens on the land of the Coastal Salish people in the Puyallup tribe. The Coastal Salish people have lived on, cared for, and stewarded these sacred lands since time immemorial. The practice of land acknowledgements is one of the ways that we disrupt and dismantle the ideas and practices of colonization. The land that we stand on is special, it is unique, and it is sacred. As we acknowledge the gift to be here, we do not forget about the ancestors that walked here before us, and we do not forget about the elders that still walk among us. I would also like to acknowledge the Clover Park School Board of Directors, our district level administrators, our school administrators that are here this evening, and the amazing staff that represent the work that happens in our district every day. I want to acknowledge our parents, family, and friends of our graduates. And most importantly tonight, I acknowledge each and every one of you, our honored guests, this great class of 2021. As the superintendent, I have the distinct pleasure of recognizing and presenting the Open Doors class of 2021. And I want to do that this evening with a letter from me to you. Open Doors class of 2021, you made it through a year like no other, and I'm extremely proud of you. Last year, I told the class of 2020 that no one had to navigate a year like they did, and in that moment, I was right. But I didn't know that the class of 2021 was going to have to do the same and even more than the class of 2020 did. Truthfully, I did not know the extent to which this pandemic would adversely impact your lives. I hoped and prayed, like everyone else across the country, that this would have run its course through the summer and we would have been back to normal on the first day of school. Maybe a winter holiday season. Maybe the second semester. I was wrong. What I learned was that the pandemic data is like a current in the ocean. When we thought we knew what it was going to do, it did something completely different, and we had to adjust. But please hear me when I say that I, along with each and every staff member in this district, we stayed in the fight. And we did that to support you. Our decisions were made with the safety of all staff and students in mind, not perfectly made, not even perfectly executed, but 100% with you in mind. We listened to students, specifically suggestions from my advisory coalition with representatives from across all 4 school programs, and we took steps to support those suggestions from our students. We focused on equity and inclusion. And while we're still in the infancy of our equity journey, we took significant steps to support you and all of the students in our district. There is no more important stakeholder at this moment than the 2021 graduating class of Open Doors. You navigated all the challenges of being a senior in high school, as well as a global pandemic, both this year and a good portion of last year. You conquered the challenge of social isolation, COVID fatigue, and the mental strain that came with it. You exemplify the word student success. You are a true example of our 4 pillars of student success: lifelong learning, collaboration, character, and leadership. My challenge to you is to use the learning from both your successes and from your failures, for the next chapter of your life journey. That could be military, could be college or university, could be technical or vocational education, or maybe it's just jumping into the workforce until you figure out what it is you want to do. And guess what? If you don't know right now, that's cool. You don't have to know right now. That's what part of growing up is, and this is the next phase coming up for you. But use those experiences to maximize your ongoing growth so you can contribute to the greater good of your community. Thank you, class of 2021, for helping make us better at what we do. Not perfect, just better. What we have learned in our successes and in our failures, we will use to make the road smoother for all of the future classes that will take this journey after you. We are better together. Thank you and congratulations. And now I have the pleasure to present the Open Doors graduating class to the Board of Directors of the Clover Park School District. These graduates have a distinctive character of their own, have distinguished themselves in various ways, and have made unique contributions to the community. All graduates have met certain basic requirements and standards. I present these seniors to you, Director Wagaman, certifying that each member has completed the prescribed course of study and met the requirements for graduation as defined by the state law and the State Board of Education. I ask you to accept these 65 graduates and direct the awarding of diplomas. Thank you all.
My glasses to unfog so I can see you all for just a second. I'm honored to have the opportunity for this, to accept this class for the Clover Park School Board. I would like to congratulate the graduates, all of you, for completing their course of instruction. I would like to congratulate and thank the parents and extended family of those out there for supporting these graduates. I would like to recognize my fellow board members. Some are here today: Marty Schaefer, Alyssa Pearson, Carol Jacobs, who is here, and Anthea Velez, for the work they've done as we work on our board to help direct this district. I would like to thank Ron Banner, our superintendent, and his wonderful staff for the work that they and dedication in providing an excellent learning environment for our students. I would specifically like to recognize and thank Ms. Holbrook and her staff for their caring efforts to guide these students successfully through the process of getting your diplomas. Teaching is more than just academic instruction. It's providing an emotional support, the love to individual students that makes this a wonderful place of learning. I am very encouraged by the efforts of Open Doors staff and the hard work of the student body. I remember when I graduated, for me, that was over 50 years ago. And I remember that I was hoping the speakers would be short and funny. I'll do my best to be short. You will have to determine if I'm funny. Did you hear the one about the roof? It was over your head. I hope to challenge and encourage you as you continue your life's journey. As a graduate of Open Park, Open Doors, when I was sitting where you were this afternoon, I did not have the faintest dream or inclination that I would be standing as a school board director accepting your class on behalf of the school board. I was thinking, where will I go to school next? What will I major in? Who will I marry? Where will I live? What will I do? So many questions, so many opportunities. How will I make it? How will I choose? Circumstances sometimes dictate what happens, but it will, if you allow your passions to blossom in your circumstances, then you will be successful in serving and working in your community. For me, the Vietnam War changed the course of my life. And for you, my life, For you, one of our current conflicts may send you in a direction never imagined. So we just heard our young man that spoke already, he's going in the Army. He doesn't know what will happen for him. The same was for me. We should always remember we are not alone. Our family that was back there, our friends and community have contributed to our lives in ways we may never know, but we should always have a heart of gratitude for blessings we have received. Who has helped you? I would like to share 3 thoughts with you today. First, our founding fathers believed in freedom so much, they stated in the Declaration of Independence, and for the support of this declaration with firm reliance on the protection of divine providence, we mutually pledge to each other our lives, our fortunes, and our sacred honor. They had a plan for you, and a part of that was to allow you to be free and to live your passions and to receive an education. While across the country, some students have given up on education and the importance of graduating, that is not the case for each of you. This whole group assured me that the graduates are prepared to pursue the post-secondary education and career of some sort and enter into the next phase of citizenship, career and college ready. Well done, graduates. Second, your school district is currently investing approximately $15,500 in each of our students in this district every year. If you spent your whole career of education in this district, basically kindergarten through 12th grade, if you take that $15,000 and multiply it out, it works out to about $186,000 that's been invested in the students within Clover Park District. It's because we care about each one of you. That does not include the investment made by your families to get you ready for school and to keep a roof over your heads. Why was this done? Because you are special and we desire that you succeed in your endeavors. You have so much to be grateful for. This Holbrook shared with me that students are committed to serving their community through voluntary service to others. Well done, graduates. Third, we have often referred to school as the 3 R's, reading, writing, arithmetic, right? In reality, it is the 7 R's, which include respect, reverence, reasoning, and responsibility. And respect is honoring your father and mother, obeying the laws, and appreciating diversity. Reverence is acknowledging that we were created for a purpose and that we are free to choose who we will serve and worship. Reasoning is using your intellect or intellectual skills to master the problems of the world. And hopefully some of you will change the world. I mean, when I was in school, we didn't have iPhones. Look at how that's changed the world. You all have iPhones, I'm sure. The last thing, responsibility, is developing a sense of character that makes us all proud. And that's why our superintendent's so encouraged when he looks out and sees this whole room, same thing. That you all are making a difference, and we appreciate that. If we as parents, community leaders, teachers, administrators, and school board directors encourage our students to master the 7 R's, they will succeed and will be prepared for the future. Did you hear the one about the window? It's too early to tell. You didn't get it, sorry. The big discussion today is about equity. How has equity helped you? Let me explain. If we treated you all equal, we would not have open doors. Because we have the other schools which are based on one size kind of fits all. We are all different, each one of us, me, all this stuff. We all have different ideas and thoughts. But we bring value to our community education, and education helps us as individuals to be even better. Therefore, Clover Park District has created an alternative, which is open doors. So each of you graduates will receive a diploma, which is victory from our community's perspective. Because we have a great country, community, and school district, then just as our forefathers wanted the best for our posterity, that's you, me, and your future generations, your children, your grandchildren, we should work to make the world better for our children and our children's children. As you succeed in your endeavors, remember to be humble, approachable, and credible. I challenge you to live your passions, take the knowledge and experiences you received here at Open Doors to make this country an even better place. Did you hear the one about the bed? It hasn't been made up yet. Thank you. On behalf of the Board of Directors of Clover Park School District, I hereby accept the 2021 class of Open Doors graduates, acknowledging the certification made that each member of the class has met the requirements as specified by state law by the State Board of Education. I congratulate each graduating senior and request that presentation of diplomas proceed. There you go. Thank you.
Open Door staff.
Please get ready to allow our graduates to walk across the stage. At this time, I'm going to introduce Kyle Burrow.
I promise you, no matter what he says, somebody in the audience is gonna go wild. So.
I'm going to read the names of all 65 graduates. See, we've got some open spaces in our seats here, so there will be times when there's no one. We want to recognize everyone that accomplished this great undertaking. So we will read all the names to the graduates. The staff's going to help you as you move around. Those on this side, you'll go around the back, follow your staff. We're ready. Ramsey Acosta. Emil Afulu. Alicia Alexander. Rita Ali. Felipe Arenas. Jonathan Anderson. Savannah Avitia. Morgan Ballard. Layla Boussolet. Mateo Bloom. Castro. Evan Chase. Sias Clark. Milton Catalan Castro. David Claudio. Nashawn Cockman. Sammy Cruz Jr. Joel Diaz Orozco. Cameron Davis. Aisha Edwards. Jade Emery. Janea Irvin. Isaiah Oneli Moana. Micah Evans. Victor Gallegos. Diego Garcia. Pause for bring her up here. Larry Glover III. Jose Gutierrez. Jose Guerra. Lillian Hampton. Brianna Hendricks. Cameron Thorne. Luis Jimenez Gutierrez. Thomas Keskerson. Jillian Leary. Curtis LaFell. Karina Lopez Puerta. Masalova Luis. Rain Marco. Raymond Marco Perez. Samuel Martinez. Dylan Mel. Trayvaris Miller. Shide Moore. Kayla Olmsted. Olivia Ortiz Goff. Jordan Pelzer. Mireya Perez. Anthony Fan. Talea Phillips. Matthew Rodriguez. Victor Rodriguez. Haley Sawyer. Angelina Shendell. Alicia Sonny. Nathaniel Josiah Taylor. Millie Laura Perez. Serenity Warner. Devontae Walker. Caleb Wooten. Dave Zapata.
I told you the crowd always goes next for five. At this time, I would like to invite Masalova Lewis and Devontae Watley to the stage.
Graduates, please rise if you are able. The tassel turning ceremony is a tradition symbolizing the transition into our next journey. May you take with you the values of family, respect, ownership, and motivations that we have learned during our time at Open Doors. If you ever forget which side your tassel goes on, remember, you wear it on your left side over your heart to remind you of Open Doors. It is time to move your tassel from the right side to the left side to signify your graduation.
As the Open Doors 2021 graduates take their first walk, please wait for ushers to dismiss your row. And please proceed directly out of the building to meet your graduate, who will be waiting for you eagerly. Congratulations, Open Doors, class of 2021.